Yetta, I think I know all the ins and outs of real estate.
After 35 years, I would hope that you more than think you know them. I would hope you know them. And it's not enough.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
We are welcoming you to another episode of Life's Inside Track. I'm Yetta Dekker.
And I'm Ken Dekker.
And it's where we get to share techniques, thoughts, tips, tools, tactics, and truths that we all need, we all deserve. You, I, everyone, so we can turn our house into home, our families thrive, and we build wealth wisely through real estate. We're going to consider why competence, knowing your service or knowing your product, if you're a business owner, is simply a starting point. And it's not enough.
It's not, eh?
Not even like close to enough.
Are you sure? Because I know my product really, really well.
Yeah, well, I hope so. As I said at the top of the show.
So that's just a given.
Well, it better be a given.
The expertise has to be a given. What about the extra wisdom?
I would hope that's even at this point, 35 years in, a given. And it's still not enough.
Not enough for our business to survive and thrive?
That's right. Maybe survive if you're going to eke out a living. It's not enough for it to thrive.
Okay, well then I got to ask you, what's the differentiator then?
Well, the differentiator is beyond the transaction lies the relationship. The relationship with whoever you are providing a service for or whoever you are offering a product to. It's relational based. If they don't trust you and they don't know you and they don't like you, we've heard that for years, they can't do business with you, nor do they want to do business with you if all three of those things don't exist.
Give those three again.
Like you, know you, and trust you. And know you we'll talk a little bit more about in one of the other segments where it's the authenticity, like more than just that they know your name and they know what business you're in. If you don't have some sort of meaningful connection, I was going to say, who cares if you know everything about your product? But really, who cares? Probably nobody.
Are there businesses where it's strictly transactional?
We're not in one of those. And I don't think there's very many of them because every business deals with people. And people are relational. Like even I ordered a scarf online. So you think, well, that's a transaction. You ordered a scarf. How could that become relational? Well, I got a nice little handwritten note in with my scarf. And then I got a gift associated with my scarf. So they started building relationship, even if it wasn't mouth to mouth. They like voice to voice, body to body. They saw me as a person, not just a transaction.
Okay.
Something so simple. Yesterday, when we were at the farmer's market, I was buying mushrooms. Yes, big, fluffy lion mane mushrooms because they taste like steak. They're amazing. I love them. And so that's what I was buying yesterday. And one guy had a points card. He said, would you like one? And I said, sure. So we had a little conversation. Then somebody else taught me how they grow their mushrooms. And so it's all very relational. Could I have found that same information online?
Sure.
In a heartbeat. But I couldn't have got somebody that showed their interest in me as much as their interest in the product.
My guess is you would never have bought that mushroom at a grocery store.
Not ever.
Because nobody would be standing there beside that mushroom telling you how it's grown, what it's grown in, what you could cook it in, how you would prepare it, what's it good for.
I would never have bought it. So that's relational. Like I wouldn't even have brought the product home. Actually, I probably would have glazed over it. No, and I like mushrooms. So there's this level of they'd better be competent. They better know their business. But if they hadn't connected to me as a person, Maeve was adorable as she talked about her greens. And then Andrew came over and started sharing about how he grows his greens and how he started. And why do I like greens and, microgreens?
Mm-hmm.
And they're in the glebe doing that. Like, that's pretty cool. And they were in their teenagers when they got started.
It helped that your son, who's the vendor right beside them selling eggs, was able to introduce you and say, "This is my mom."
Well, so that was relationship too, though.
Yeah, and they were delighted to meet his mom.
They really liked me.
Nobody said, "This is my dad," and they were really excited to meet me. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice. And it was because Ryan had a relationship vendor to vendor.
Yes.
Sometimes it's business to business. It's not just client to business, but then if you're business to business, you become a client. That was one of the things we loved watching at the farmers market. Everybody was busy buying each other's product, running from stall to stall. And so expertise isn't what caused any of them to do business with each other. It was the relational side of things. So you better be professional. You better know your stuff. And then you better figure out how to go a little deeper with the people.
Okay, so if you want to go a little deeper with us and you're a business owner or you are in sales or you're in charge of a sales department or you're a CEO of a company, because every company has a sales component to it.
Yeah.
We are having the Ultimate Sales Machine Boot Camp on June the 5th. It's all day and you're going to leave with great things ready to implement in your business. And we're so excited about it. We want to invite you. We bought it for us, right?
We did.
We were looking at our business. How can we improve our business? Because it's about the relationship. It's about what we're offering. It's not just the transaction, like the building or the land that we're selling or the whatever, right? It's what does that mean to that person? How does it fit into building wealth wisely? And so we wanted to have Amanda come to Ottawa to teach us. And then we thought, why not share her with anybody who wants to join? So we have a limited space in our office. We're not renting a hotel. We're not going huge. It's limited. So if you want to join us on that intimate group, go to our website, dekkerteam.com, and click on the link.
Yeah, because it is, again, relational. We're going to learn so much more together than we ever could individually. And, it's interesting. When I think about what we know about the business, we've forgotten more things than probably many realtors know about the industry. I'll often say that as a joke because after getting closer to 4 decades than 3 decades in the industry each, which means over 7 decades combined and closer to 8 than 7. I mean, it's nuts. It really is getting a little bit crazy. It still comes down to relationship.
We're old people. Is that what you're saying?
No.
We act young, though.
Right. Juvenile sometimes. And yet it's always connects back to the person.
Yeah. So in our shows, you might wonder, well, why are they talking about that? Because it's not really real estate related. But we know that there's conversations going on in the background, behind closed doors, things that you maybe are struggling with or that we've struggled with. And we want to be authentic and we want to bring that information to you, as well as know that we're great at helping people buy and sell real estate. But we're more about the relationship.
Well, even when we say what's going on behind closed doors, it could be the stress of financial security. Like, where am I going to retire? Like, there's a retirement crisis. And we're talking about that because that's really what's going on for people. Yes, real estate will become a part of that solution, but without knowing what's going on, we could never offer it in that way.
There you go. And my question for this segment is, who do you know that you would like us to know? And we're glad that we can position you to build wealth wisely because it's about much more than just the money.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward.